Welcome to level 3. This is the advanced level. This is probably the guitar part that's closest to what I would play if I was the only guitar player in a band, and I'd probably play this as my main part and take other parts from some of the other levels just to fill it all out. But yeah, so here we go. You'll notice I put a capo on the 3rd fret, and I'm going to use the capo to create some nice open strings, and I'll explain it as I go. So the very first thing you'll hear in the song is this. Now that looks like I'm playing an E minor chord, but technically it's a G minor because of the capo, but I'm going to call it an E minor right now. So when you hear all these chords, it's going to be like I'm talking about the 12-bar blues, not in the key of G anymore, but the key of E, because of the shapes I'm going to use because of the capo. Just keep in the back of your mind that this song really is in the key of G, however. Alright, so that's a nice E minor chord. You take your 2nd finger and put it in the 2nd fret, and you get your 3rd finger and put it in the 2nd fret, one on the 4th string, one on the 5th. And the 2 strings I'm really accenting here are the 2nd, the 3rd, and maybe a bit of the 4th. So the first verse very much bases its sound around this. I also use an A sus2 chord, one of my favourite chords. And this is an adaptation of the original song, so the guys in One Republic aren't necessarily playing this. But if you're in a 3-piece rock band, you need to fill the sound out. This is one way you might go about doing it. So to play the A sus2, you just move all your fingers down 1 string from where they were before, and you play the bottom 5 strings. Back to the E minor. Now we're going to get a power chord. Before, this power chord without the capo was a D. I'm going to add my little finger, and I'm not going to call it a D. This is going to be a B, because remember the capo changes everything. Alright, so to play this, you put your 1st finger here in the 1, 2. I'm going to call it the 2nd fret, because this capo resets everything. So this becomes fret 1, this is fret 2. Alright, and then the 4th finger comes in there on fret number 4, and the little finger comes in directly underneath in fret number 4. And here, as long as you don't bar your 1st finger, and if you leave it up like that, you get a really nice sound underneath. So that's the first bit. Now in the 2nd verse, I'm going to take that sort of shape, and I'm going to move it all the way up to here. Alright. Now here, technically this is a G power chord, because this is a G note, but if we were to forget about the, if we were to consider the capo that we've got, what do we got? This would be C, this would be D, so this would actually be an E. Same way, we're talking about E down here before. Alright? Just as long as you know that fret there is actually the 10th, then you're right. Okay? So here we go. Now it moves to the A sus2. And I play a G chord there. To play a G, you put your 1st finger in the 2nd fret, 5th string. 2nd finger goes on the top string and the 3rd fret. And the 3rd and the 4th fingers go in the 3rd fret on the bottom 2 strings. Okay, and then it goes back to an E minor. Now we get that B. Go back up to that E. Alrighty, so I'll just play that all the way through for you. This is the 2nd verse, and I think the 3rd or the 4th verse as well. I think in one part of the video I go down to the low one there, and the other part I go up to the high one. Doesn't matter, whatever works for you. Alright, now in the chorus, this is where it gets fun. The chorus here, I've chosen to use a very bluesy sort of a feel. It goes like this. Alright, so I'll just show that. This is an E5. It's like playing the G5 power chord before. It should sound the same. And then up here, we're going to call this an E6. Alright, but essentially all you're doing is putting your third finger on and off on the 4th fret. Remember? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and we get this. Like that. 1 and 2 and then it repeats. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 4. Then it moves down a string, and now we've got the A5 to the A6 using strings 4 and 5. Okay. Now at that point, I bring in just this slightly different rhythm to go with what the backing vocals are doing. Now this is all based around the E5 and the E6, and then just sliding your finger up 1 fret. I'll slow that down. Now I'm doing a little slide there as well. Then we go to the D, the B. Back to that little riff. Alright, and that pretty much looks after the 3rd level. Go and practice all those parts with the 1, 2, 3, 4 video, and when you're ready, you can move on to the final level, level 4. Good luck. I hope you went well with today's video. If you like what you've seen here, then please move on to the next level if you're ready for it, and the links for the different levels for this song are below. If you're interested in having guitar or rock band lessons with myself at iROCK Music School in Cranbourne, then please follow the link to our website, which is below. And send us an inquiry or give us a call, and I'll be more than happy to talk to you about signing you up. Thanks. See ya.